Good morning. I'm Caitlin with Wiregrass Daily News, and I'm here with Miss Christina with Alabama Dance Works.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
So tell me about Alabama Dance Works.
So ADW is a local nonprofit here in Dothan. And what's really cool about us is we are a professional dance company, kind of like ones that you would see in New York or Chicago or in a more metropolis area. We bring in dancers from all over the country, and they are paid to literally make dance shows. But the other cool part about it is these dancers are also teachers at our dance center. So they have, we have a dance center that offers dance classes in the afternoon year round, just like any other dance studio.
Right.
And then we also have a outreach program, an arts and education outreach program called Beyond Dance. And those professional dancers are also the teachers for that. So we go into the elementary schools in Dothan City Schools for about 10 weeks each year. And we teach dance once a week at every elementary school. So every student under the age of 12 or so gets to take dance classes during PE every year. So that's another really cool part of it. So we have 3 different tiers of our organization that we yeah.
I think you went to my son's school
Probably.
and did a workshop there at Highlands.
Yes, yeah, we've been at
Elementary.
Highlands forever.
I remember whenever I really wish I could remember like what the number was that you taught them, but I remember him coming home and be like, "We learned how to dance today."
Yes.
That's so
How
fun.
old is he?
Well, he's going to 3rd grade now.
Okay,
But this was
perfect.
whenever he was in kindergarten.
Yes.
But, yeah.
So is he still at Highlands?
No, we've moved since then, but I do remember.
Yeah.
That's so fun that y'all go and do that at local schools.
It's my favorite part of what we do. Like, and we offer a big recital at the end of each semester so that the kids can get on the big stage and perform and that kind of thing, so that they can perform for their families, and it's completely free to them. So that's really cool.
Well, I went to the performance that they did in the gym.
Oh yes, this was around 2020 probably.
Yep.
Yes. We didn't do
that they did in the gym, and it's gonna drive me crazy that I can't remember what the performance
I'll
was.
find out. I feel like Miss Michaela was probably
text me, let me know
his teacher.
when you
Yeah.
find out. But so you do have a performance coming up.
We do, yes. Our company is performing this week. I keep saying next week because it's been coming up. We have a performance this week at the Dothan Opera House called Continuum, and it is a dance concert. So a lot of people are like, well, what is it? Is it like my kid's dance recital? No, it is not. It is not like your kid's dance recital. It is a professional concert performance. So we have created this entire show. It's original, and it will be at the Dothan Opera House Thursday through Saturday. Yes, at 7:00. It's going to be wonderful.
Wait, and you were one of the choreographers?
Yes, I'm the director of the show, but I'm also a choreographer for one of the pieces. So basically, Continuum is inspired by the verses of Ecclesiastes 3. Okay. The one that goes, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to laugh, a time to cry. It has all of those verses with really dichotomous meanings. So it's like everybody who choreographed something for the show picked one of those verses as the inspiration for their piece, because we felt like that really just spans the gamut on humanity. Really, everybody's going to go
range of emotion.
Correct. Everybody's going to go through something like that in their life. Everyone's going to feel like there's a time where they can't say what they need to say, a time to speak, a time to stay silent. Everyone's going to feel like they are there's a time where they need to embrace the people around them, and a time where they need to let go of people. There's a time when they're mourning, and a time where they need to really feel where they really need to dance through their life. And so yeah, we picked that as our inspiration. And so they're not necessarily taken literally, like biblically. It's more of like a poetic interpretation of those verses. And so we're not going to necessarily sit there and go, now this is about this verse. But I think if you know that going in,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Oh, this is about the," you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can really kind of
You can interpret that for
interpret
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like there's really gonna be something for everybody depending on what they are going through in their life. The piece that I choreographed is inspired by A Time to Mourn and A Time to Dance. Um, and it's, dedicated to my late cousin, Katie.
Mm.
She passed away this year, and we were very, very close, and I felt like this was a very poignant time for me to use that as a
Yeah.
time to heal. So bring your tissues.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's thank you. It's okay. I'm working through it as just like everybody has to work through something like that.
Using this art and medium
Yes,
and
and
dance to
yes, and I hope that everybody can take um, that as a way to heal something that they're going through as well. It's hard to everybody goes through things differently. And this is how I'm gonna this is have chosen to work through it. But it's definitely not all downers, I promise. um, so that one's what mine is about. And then there's one about um, embracing. Basically, one of our choreographers asked us, what is your favorite form of like physical touch? Is it holding hands? Is it hugging? Is it like putting your head on people's shoulders? Even if it's like quirky, do you love to like slap somebody on the butt? Or do you know? So she had us write them all down and used all of those as like inspiration for the movement. So even if like, oh, hugging is a really good form of, physical touch and that kind of thing. So you'll see that we like hug in it, but sometimes you'll go, what was that about? You
Yeah.
just wonder what somebody wrote as far as their like favorite,
That's
thing. Like,
amazing.
is it holding pinkies? Is it, just, hip bumping or something like that?
Fun.
So there's fun moments in it as
Yeah.
well. And I really think that everyone will get something out of it, no matter who you are, how old you are, what your background is. I mean, even if you're just, a regular degular dude, I feel like you could probably find
Yes.
something fun about it.
Right. So the performance, it's a contemporary.
Yes, it's a contemporary piece. We really have a lot of contemporary and modern movers. There's a bit of jazz choreography in it as well. So everything's a little different based on who choreographed it. But as a whole, we're a pretty modern contemporary company.
For someone who doesn't know what contemporary is, what would you explain that to be?
So contemporary dance is really
I believe it's like emotional based.
it's emotional based, but because we are trained professional dancers, we train in modern and ballet as well. So everything that we do has technique to it.
Mhm.
And then we take all of that and then kind of mix it up with our own personal style.
Yeah.
So contemporary dance is really just means new
Yeah.
and, different. And it doesn't have a lot of um, written down language about it, traditional language
Technique.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the traditional genres of dance are ballet and modern.
Right.
And so we take those and then we mix them all up.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see a ballet performance per se. But it's also not
Lyrical.
it really is
Yeah.
just
So it's a
anything.
mixture.
It's a
It's
mixture.
a whole mixture.
Yes.
So do you have aside from Continuum, do you have any other performances
Yeah.
planned for the future?
Yes. So our company does 3 shows each year. The first one we do in our season is called Fright Night. It is our Halloween
Oh,
show.
yes.
So we basically take our whole studio and turn it into a haunted house and then
I
create
went to that.
Did you?
I
Did you go
did.
this year?
No. This
Where-
was okay. So this was oh my gosh. I don't even want to say how long ago it was.
So each year is different. So
This
we
was,
have a different
it was the Thriller.
Okay, that was a long time
It
ago.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was, oh my gosh, that was like mine and my husband's like one of our first or second like real date.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
So it was I remember Nick Trawick, he was one of like the main characters,
Oh my
the
gosh.
zombie characters. But
So
I think
funny.
my favorite performance was the I can't even remember the name of it, but I know it was the Two Faces it was very contemporary. It was a very contemporary number.
Were they twins?
twins. The twins.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I remember, like, I didn't even know what emotion I truly felt whenever I was watching that, but I was like, do I like this or do I not
Yeah.
like this? But it's really intriguing.
Well, am I scared? I don't know.
Right.
Yes. So Elizabeth and Alexandra McGriff were the dancers for that piece. And Alexandra actually lives in Maryland now, but Elizabeth, her twin sister, is still a company member here. So you'll see her in Continuum as well.
Wow.
Yes. But yeah, so Fright Night this year was apocalypse themed.
Oh.
And so we don't quite know what we're going to do for this coming year, but stay tuned because it'll be, totally different.
Well, I'm sure I'll be there for
Yes,
it.
please. And then we also have our Christmas show, Elf Academy,
Right.
which will be at the Civic Center the 8th through the 10th of December. And then in the spring, we'll do another show kind of like Continuum. Each show that we do is different. We create it on like it's made to order, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So we'll do another show kind of like Continuum, but it'll have a different theme, a different story to it. But yeah, that's what we have on the horizon right now. But we're just really looking forward to this week because it's our first time being back in the Opera House in like 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're very excited for that.
Yeah. How does that feel to be one of the first acts?
I'm so excited.
Oh,
it sounds
have you seen the inside of it yet?
Yes. We've been in there to tour and start to think about lighting and stuff like that because they've redone all of the lighting in there and the sound as well. I'm very excited. I know this is going to sound really crazy. I miss the smell.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's just like so nostalgic.
I know
in
exactly,
there. The view from the stage is just it makes me kind of cry.
Well, of course, like the end of the year recitals, but I don't know what it was, but doing the Nutcracker every year for me,
you stand on the stage and you're just
or being in like an older theater, or being on the stages that have just that little bit of tilt on it.
And catch me not on one of those.
The smell of the theater and the smell of all the hairspray and the makeup, and it's just
I'm very excited.
Such a nostalgic smell.
Yes, and we've been doing our shows at the Cultural Arts Center, which is also a really wonderful venue. But when they had these dates available and it was one of the first local acts, we had to jump on it. So we were really pumped to be there. And I've been performing at the Opera House since I was like 16, and we have several dancers who are new to our company who've never performed on it. And I'm just like, just wait, it's going to be so nice. So I'm excited about that.
So tell me, when is it again?
It is Thursday through Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Dothan Opera House. And you can get tickets at our website, which is aldanceworks.com, or you can get them through the Civic Center box office, or you can just get them at the door and just show up. So, yeah.
Okay, so you can get them online. Do you go through social media for that too?
Yeah, it's linked on all of our social media pages and that kind of thing. But if you're a person that wants to just go walk up, you can go to the Civic Center and get tickets at their box office, or you can just come to the door and I'm pretty sure they'll sell them to you there. It is a cashless venue though, so just note that you would need a
and
card.
Obviously it's a clear bag
policy,
policy,
and cashless venue.
Cashless. So bring your debit card and bring your clear bag.
Correct. Yeah, just leave it all in the car.
You don't need anything. Just come in and watch the performers.
Correct. And there are concessions at the Opera House too if you're feeling like having a popcorn or something like that.
Is that new?
It is new. I don't think they ever did concessions there before. I
don't remember having concessions.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from like wine or,
right,
stuff like that for like concerts that were there, but as far as like a concession stand, I don't remember one being.
I don't know where they'll put it. It might just kind of be pop up, like remembering when I walked through it. There's not like necessarily like this is my concession stand, but I think it's very free form. You can kind of make it whatever you want for each event that's happening there, which is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask. So I'm really sad that I'm missing this.
Yes.
So will it be recorded?
We will record it.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Because I was going to ask, I really want to watch this. I'm not going to be in town, but I really want to watch this. So where can I go to watch it?
So Evergreen Creative Company is going to record it, and then we'll probably have it up on our Vimeo. So if anyone wanted to get a link to that, you guys can just contact us for it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. That sounds awesome. Well, thank you, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me
about this.
Yes.
I wish I could be there.
I wish you could be there too.
I'm looking forward to watching the recording at least, but come out to the Dothan Opera House and watch this amazing performance Continuum.
Thank you.
This week.
This week, yes.
Yay. Well, thank you, Christine.
Thank you.